16-year-old me always dreamt of working at Google. Yes, the Google. But the dream seemed almost impossible after nearly failing my first semester of college. Yeah, it was hard. But still growing up, college felt like the ultimate paradise. Exactly like what they show in the movies. Late nights, close friends, and the girls there. But whatever. That's a freedom I have never experienced before. For 3 goddamn years, I barely touched a single line of code. Honestly, I didn't care about what comes next, as I was unconcerned about stuff like this. But reality hit hard in my final year, when companies started arriving on campus. I was not left behind. I also got my first job offer that came in at 4.5 LPA. I smiled at the letter, but deeply, something felt off. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't enough. It was nowhere near the dreams I quietly carried. The real gut punch was when I heard about my friend landing a job at Amazon. He was always smarter, sure, but seeing his success felt something else. I could feel that it wasn't jealousy, but it was a painful reminder that I haven't even tried. All my friends are way ahead, even though we started together. At that moment, I realized what life was about. It is a competition, and if someone in the competition is winning but you aren't, this simply means you are doing things incorrectly. And this thinking sparked some sort of motivation in me. I remember clearly the day I first opened up a coding website and tried solving a problem. TwoSim. They labeled it easy, but nothing about it felt easy. It felt like rocket science. I spent hours staring at the screen, frustrated, confused, doubting myself. I almost gave up before truly beginning. That's when it clicked. Ambition wasn't just enough. Wanting something without a clear roadmap would just lead you to a dead end. So, I took a bold step. I didn't have enough money to buy a course, so I borrowed money from my sister's credit card. It wasn't comfortable asking for help, but sometimes ambition means swallowing pride. With this course, I started my journey coding every single night after work. The real race have started again. Life quickly turned repetitive. My routine was simple. Wake up, code, sleep, repeat. No weekends, no parties, no breaks. I know it sounds like I'm living like a human robot, but believe me, my future self is going to love me for this. 3 words became my daily reminder. Intensity, consistency, and perseverance. Every night, I would stare at my screen grinding through problems. Some days, I solved them quickly, but most nights were tough. I'd hit roadblock feeling completely stuck and overwhelmed. Yet, each night, no matter how I felt, I pushed forward solving problems and writing down notes. I did this every day for 1 full year. Finally, after a year of relentless preparation, I felt ready to apply for the one I wanted. I didn't just apply randomly. Instead, I reached out to recruiters directly at the Google. Not Google India. No. I know I went beyond my limits. But Google Warsaw? Yes. Because if I'm going to dream again, I wanted to dream as big as possible. But here's the reality about big dreams. They rarely come easily or quickly. My Google interview process lasted for more than an entire year. A year full of nervous calls, intense preparation, and moments of crippling self-doubt. There were interviews that went great, and others where I stumbled through answers, painfully aware of my weaknesses. The process felt endless. And there were times I wondered if I would ever reach the goal I had set. But one ordinary day, after months of waiting and uncertainty, I received the news. I've done it. I have finally landed the job at Google. It wasn't just a big win. It was a real proof. Proof that someone ordinary, someone who almost failed college, started with a mediocre job, could rewrite their future through sheer persistence. Yet, strangely, once I stepped into Google, a new kind of restlessness appeared. I would achieve a lifelong goal, but the question returned again. What comes next? That's when I discovered AI. The world was shifting once more, just like when internet changed everything decades ago. But this time, it was something even bigger, something smarter. It wasn't just enough to witness what's coming. I wanted to be part of it by building something in it. Here I am, again, starting over, trying things out, building little test projects, jumping into the world of AI. Some days it feels tricky. Some days it feels like the first coding problem all over again, confusing and scary. Other days I feel excited, happy and full of hope, just like when I first dreamed of working at Google. Because if someone like me, who almost failed college, who began with just a 4.5 LPA job, who spent countless nights feeling stuck, can find a way into Google, maybe my next impossible dream isn't impossible at all. Maybe yours isn't either. If you're watching this video and seeing a reflection of yourself, someone feeling stuck, doubting their potential, uncertain if their dreams are realistic, then I hope you stick around. Because ultimately, this story isn't about Google coding, or even AI. It's about you deciding who you truly want to become, embracing the uncertainty and proving yourself right. And maybe one day you will look back at your journey, the failures, the doubts, the growth, and realize every step was worth it. If you're watching me till here, why not subscribe to my channel to watch how I'm building all this stuff? Wait for videos of me trying to build something in AI and learning about AI. Because if I could do it, why not you?